Welcome to another edition of the Wrestling Report. I'm Parker Plot. Yes, that is Plot, ladies and gentlemen. For his tireless work schedule, he is here for this. Just for you people. And my father, B. Daddy J.
We're just fucking everybody up.
Like, this is a really...
What the hell is this?
What the fuck is going on here? I'm your host, J-Man. On this edition of the IWR, we're going to do our 2012 WWE No Way Out preview coming this Sunday on pay-per-view, and we're going to run down the card for you. First matchup, we have the Divas Hotline 1 champion. Layla goes up against Beth Phoenix. Beth getting another rematch here for the Divas Championship after last month getting a shot for it here. I'm going to go with Beth Phoenix here, and the reason being is just the fact that Layla really just has nothing behind this title run that she's on right now. You know, it's kind of disappointing because I think she's, getting better in the ring, and obviously since coming back from that injury, she's looked impressive, but just, no one's really getting behind her, and I think they could just drop it on Beth and just wait for Karma to come back. Really, honestly, that's they could just kind of, with the Divas division, they really don't put a lot into it, so you could kind of just give it to somebody that'll go in and night out and produce. Not saying that Layla, can't produce, but who does it on a consistently yearly basis, as we've seen with Beth Phoenix, which she's always done. And hopefully in the months or however long it's come to finally Karma comes back, and we can see finally Beth and Karma, which everybody's been waiting to see. And I think that could happen in the long run. But I'm gonna go with Beth winning back the Divas Championship.
It seemed like when Layla came back, like nobody knew what was going on. Like we heard the music and we're like, "Oh, it's cool." Nope, it's just Layla. So I can see Beth getting it. I see Beth win this. I see him just giving it to Beth because I don't know what's going on with Karma because the whole baby issue, and then I don't know. It's gonna be like J-Man said, this the Divas division kind of got pushed down in the past couple of years because there really hasn't been anything to impress us in the whole PG era thing. So I see Beth winning this.
I think the match will last less than what you two just explained how it's going to go.
Probably.
Layla's just got nothing. I mean, she's good looking. I mean, her wrestling's fine, but nobody cares. And how many times can you see Beth lose to one of these Kellys, Laylas? Eventually, you got to put it on Beth. They've got nobody in the Divas division right now. They need.
Well, they do. They just don't, use Natalya or anybody talented.
Well, Natalya is running around backstage, either farting or, telling Vince McMahon.
That's the way to use Natalya. Yeah.
But I mean, even they won't even know where she wanted to go with her. Do they want to go face? Is she a heel face anymore? Who knows? Give it back to Beth. Karma's training. SummerSlam.
You know that? Is she training?
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Follow Twitter.
Okay, it's all about the fucking Twitter. Next matchup. We have the first one in a long time. I can't remember the last tuxedo match that we are going to see here at No Way Out between Santino Marella and Ricardo Rodriguez. This is interesting. Obviously, with the stuff that's been going on with Santino and Ricardo, the last month or so, obviously with Santino being involved with Del Rio and, using Ricardo and Santino in that kind of comedic role, which is just genius. It's just hilarious and really entertaining. But to this extent, I don't think it's really needed. I know it's just... they have pay-per-view matches that really, are just whatever thrown on there, and I think this can be entertaining. But to me, I've told Ryan about this. I think it would just be just entertaining as hell. Is if they had Santino and Ricardo be a tag team. I think that'd be fucking just great. And they really don't have a tag division, and having that kind of comedic thing continue in at least a extent that is better than this. Just a tuxedo match to kind of just be funny and all this kind of shit. I think they continue because Ricardo can get in the ring and be all right for himself, and obviously Santino, but I'm going to go with Santino winning this matchup. Obviously something that'll just, be that funny kind of entertaining thing. Hope it's not just a complete dud, just stupid, but I'm going to go with Santino in this one.
Hey, at least somebody from Alberto Del Rio's group's going to make an appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really don't care.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I'm telling you right now, when I knew these two guys were going to have a match, I was actually looking forward to this one. I mean, I actually was sitting there, I was like, I hope they let him go. And then you tell me it's a tuxedo match, and I was like, oh, fail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, because I'm going to say it right now, besides all these little joke matches where they put Ricardo in, I was like, I've never seen a full match in FCW when he was down there. But that one drop kick he pulled in the middle of something, like he was still in his tuxedo.
He just fucking raved about that drop kick.
I was like, it came out of nowhere. They never
mentioned
anything about
damn drop kick.
Hell yeah, I'm on board. And I was hoping that you could actually put these two in a match. If you would let them go,
yeah,
I thought it would have been cool. I'm like, I was actually pumped. And then he's like, tuxedo match, and I'm like, we're not going to see any wrestling, are we?
No.
And give it to Santino. But I really, really think when they had Santino just before they gave him this championship, he was close to beating a couple of those guys in a couple of those matches. And I mean, the crowd was just freaking through the roof for Santino. Yeah. I think you can see the same kind of love for Ricardo here at the end. I know when we were at the Rumble when he came out, you know, a little bit of a buzz. I mean, everybody thought it was Alberto for half a second, and then you see the shitty car, and then, but after that, I mean, people were excited to see him, and I think this could have been a good match.
Yeah, definitely not shitting on the guys in this match, just the match type, because these guys are fucking entertaining.
It'll probably still be fun to watch. I mean, with both of them, they're both, you know, entertaining guys on the screen. So who knows? But I'll take Santino.
Next up, we have the Intercontinental title on line. One champion Christian goes up against Cody Rhodes. Christian, just the well-traveled, just badass monster, going from, you know, a fucking SmackDown, going to showing up on TNA, back on Raw the next night, on SmackDown this week, and now having this championship matchup with Cody Rhodes. Obviously, Cody really building this up great with these two guys that just make so much sense in this feud and just could work so well together. And I just think it's just the perfect situation for a guy like Cody Rhodes, who needs to be in there with a guy like Christian. That veteran can go in there night in and night out and have great chemistry, you know, great everything with everybody he's in the ring with. We've seen it time in and time out, and it can just only help Cody Rhodes continue to elevate and, you know, break that glass ceiling going into the main event scene, which hopefully we can get to sooner rather than later. Because I mean, we've seen with guys like Dolph Ziggler who are just right on the cusp of getting there, and obviously, you know, Dolph Ziggler championship match here, so we're starting to see that trend of these young guys start to almost get there, and Cody Rhodes is just a guy who needs to continue progressing and hopefully getting there. But something they do with these matches, you know, Cody had that great championship run with the IC title. They'll have those great runs and do those great things with the mid-card, and then they'll drop it and not progress them. They won't move them on, which is what you should do with an IC title or US title or something like that. Progress them. Don't make them fall down if they drop a title. You know, move them on to the main event scene, because obviously we've seen with what happened with Randy Orton, you know, you're going to need those stars to start popping up and start taking some places to some of those guys, obviously, with what's going on lately. But I look at this as possibly a show stealer. These guys just, you know, just have great chemistry and just are amazingly talented. We've said it a million times. But I'm going to go with Christian retaining the Intercontinental title here. But just like I said, if they don't continue this feud, which I think could be great if they do it however long it's going to be, but you need to move, you know, Cody up, because I know Christian could kind of do these things here and there, and he's kind of in the, you know, the latter part of his career, which he's still going to do great stuff for, you know, seemingly for however long he has to. But Cody needs to progress after this, and hopefully if they have a great feud here, they can move on out of this. But I'm going to go with Christian retaining the IC title.
If the feud continues, this could probably be one of the better feuds in 2012, because just with the two names in there and what Christian and Cody both can do and their past history, and so I'm going to pick Christian, just a veteran continuing on. Hopefully this feud continues like Jamin said, but it'll be interesting to see what happens out of this.
Yeah, I don't see Cody Rhodes winning this. You can't. I don't think you can actually put that IC title back on him now. I don't know. It seemed like a step backwards to me, even though he'd be winning a championship. You were saying that earlier about they need to progress with these stars. They have to. You know, Del Rio's out. Orton's out. You know, Rey Mysterio, I don't know if he can, but he's not been back for a while. So I mean, they're going to
just need fresh faces in general.
They need fresh faces, which hopefully we're going to start seeing them guys coming up from FCW, which I think, because you see right now guys like Damian Sandow and Claudio, or what's his name?
Antonio Cesaro.
Whatever.
Antonio!
You know, I think it's going to be actually fun with what they have coming up. So you're going to have to do something with these guys. But guys like Cody, Christian, can be the guys that take those places. Yeah. I'm not comparing it, but like the Shawn Michaels, you're going to need these veteran guys that are up here now to go up and allow these FCW guys to take their spots.
Yeah, and you can't let guys like a Ryback or like a Brodus Clay blow past these guys like Dolph and Cody, who've been working the fucking asses off.
Or Tensai.
Yeah,
don't get me started on that.
Who needs to just build off that set of who guys have been working their asses off for years to get to that position, and they see these guys who are just, you know, blowing past everybody. It's just ridiculous.
But unfortunately, my prediction is the crowd will not be into this match for some reason. I just see this one being the one where it could be a decent match. Everybody loves the guys in it. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was calling for Cody Rhodes to be champion when he was in Legacy, and I was getting made fun of. And I was like,
He did say that. He turned his damn career. He's 180 now. He's completely fucking different. But
I can see this one being one of those matches where it's going to be decent, but I can see the crowd being
down.
It depends on where they put it.
Yeah. It'd be a smart move to start the card, I think. Yeah,
but I'll take Christian to retain, even though I thought he was going to be fired because he went to TNA.
Before we get to the next match, obviously, there's been talk Triple H is going to have some sort of segment where he talks about legal shit with Heyman and, you know, Brock Lesnar. Obviously, a lot of stuff setting up to what looks like they're going to have an anticipated matchup at SummerSlam. So, just wanted to get this in there before we get to the next match. Obviously, Triple H is going to be saying something. Who knows what the hell he's going to be talking about there. But
good. Where's Brock?
Yeah, who knows if
you sign this dude and he's been, I don't know, how many pay-per-views, how many shows?
On one pay-per-view and about up until Extreme Rules, he was on about everyone.
But that one pay-per-view, everybody bought it because they want to see Brock Lesnar. So, I mean, you know, they got what they know, and obviously Brock probably didn't want the schedule that, you know, the real wrestler or the
regular
everyday wrestlers are there. He probably did not want that schedule coming on. I mean, he was injured. He's getting older. I don't blame him if he wants to pull an Undertaker, but you know, when he shows up, we're going to watch.
Yeah, that's true. Next matchup, we have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. When champion Sheamus goes up against Dolph Ziggler. Obviously, this one just got changed this past week on Raw, having Dolph Ziggler win a 4-way to win the number 1 contendership for this matchup. Del Rio, originally scheduled to go up against Sheamus here, suffered a concussion at a house show. Pretty bad, too. Looking like he's going to be out. Just so disappointing and so... I can't think of the word, just upsetting that, you know, Del Rio, with all these injuries and all this shit happening to him, it seems like every time he starts to get back on track of what he did back in 2011, which was some great stuff, every time he starts to get back on track, he gets sidelined, which is really unfortunate because I was really looking forward to seeing Del Rio in this match and, you know, progressing and starting to get back in that scene again, but having suffered this injury, pretty disappointing. But something that's not disappointing is seeing Dolph Ziggler in this matchup here. Dolph's been having some great matches with Sheamus over the past couple weeks. Seeing him on Raw and SmackDown, it seemed like, you know, every other week they were having a match and pretty good quality matches. It was getting some time. So obviously the pay-per-view matchup here, we're going to see, you know, a little bit more than that, which should be some good stuff. You know, just great to see Dolph in this scenario. Just like I was talking with Cody, you need to start to have these guys start to have these kind of regular title matches. They might not win them, obviously, but putting them in those scenarios makes them seem more like they should be in that situation, more like a main eventer, more soon to be like a champion. I think it'd be a smart move because, you know, WWE has these occasions where they have these kind of slip-ups where they have to change something. You know, we saw it back in 2007 where Mr. Kennedy won the Money in the Bank, and then he got injured, and it went to where Edge took the Money in the Bank review from him and ended up winning the world title, ended up dominating SmackDown for the years to come. So those kind of things that weren't supposed to happen that ended up turning into something different, turned it up to be great. So I know, what if they had, you know, Dolph Ziggler win the title here? I think it would be some outstanding stuff, and a guy that deserves it and needs it to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Sheamus will probably retain here. The thing they're going to, you know, keep it on him here, but I look for this to be, you know, a pretty quality match that could, you know, surprise some people as far as how good it was, but these guys have started to get some chemistry together and, you know, working more here, but I'm going to go with Sheamus retaining the world title.
Like we said about Cody and all them, they need to start to push these guys up, but with Del Rio getting hurt, and then Randy's injury, and then Jericho doing this thing, and then Ray being hurt, and Brock being out, you have a lot of missing links in WWE's upper card. Yeah. So we have to start shuffling the card again, moving guys up, and like B-Daddy said, we need to start moving some guys from FCW up too. So I see Dolph winning this. I see him starting getting a new thing going, getting rid of Vicky. I talked to J-Man earlier about this. I see maybe we both thought Rick would come in, maybe even be Dolph's.
Ric Flair, that is.
Ric Flair.
Yeah.
That's what J-Man said. I agree with that. Just you need to start pushing these guys to the moon. Don't be sitting back and putting Bros Clay ahead of Dolph Ziggler, because you know that's not going to happen. No. So I see Dolph winning this.
Yeah. The hell match are we talking about? Because I fell asleep during Justin's little thing.
Fuck up. That's not my name.
J-Man, sorry.
World title. Sheamus.
The world title, Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. All right, it's well documented now that I've been on. This is my second show. Dolph Ziggler's the fucking shit. Now here, we're gonna take a little break.
It's like he's just now experiencing Dolph Ziggler for the first time.
I got proof that I'm not just saying this shit. I got proof from our Royal Rumble video that we were there, and I had a camera. It wasn't a video camera like everybody's. It was just a little Canon I had, but it took a different. Here, we take a look at this. That woo you hear is not a 40-year-old woman. This guy. Yeah, that's this guy going woo when he walks out there. I was a little jacked. A couple beers in me, but I was a little jacked. So it's not fake. I think the man's a stud.
No shit, he's a stud. Thanks for just watching the IWRshow. Let's talk about Dolph Ziggler.
Now here's the problem. This match here, we're going to see Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler probably be in a pretty good match. You're going to see Dolph Ziggler sell the shit out of a bro kick and lose again, which is bullshit, and Sheamus retains. That's right. And we all start to get on this trend where I'm really sad. And I didn't like Sheamus at first. I actually came around. I came around. I
on the bandwagon of hating Sheamus.
I dug him. I actually thought he was funny and entertaining. Starting to get a little sick of his shit right now. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Dolph Ziggler's going to go in there. work his fucking ass off.
Yep.
And like I said, you're going to see a bro kick, and it'd probably be the worst bro kick you've ever seen Sheamus give because Dolph Ziggler's going to sell
And you're going
the
to
shit
see
out of it.
Sheamus look good again because he was in there, let's see, 2 months ago, Daniel Bryan.
Exactly.
Last month with Del Rio, Jericho, Randy, and him, and now you're going to have...
And you'll see Dolph Ziggler selling that all the way to the stage.
We'll see, unlike CM Punk, if you go in there with a goddamn tree and make it look good, you're going to have to see Sheamus go in there with a guy who's not as talented as him and see if Sheamus can carry that guy. Until that, you're going to keep seeing these amazingly talented guys losing.
But Dolph Ziggler's close. I really feel his time's coming soon. I'm not just saying that because I enjoy him, but I enjoy him. That sounds gay.
I mean, the crowd was going apeshit when he won that number one contenders match. So, I mean, yeah, everybody's loving.
Yeah, I mean, his in-ring work I think is really good. I mean, I enjoy watching the match. I mean, and that's I'm not gonna lie. The wrestling part sometimes you get a little tedious with it and boring, especially when you're watching SmackDown and the Raws, and it's the stuff in between that keeps you entertained. I mean, when he's in the match, generally I'll watch the whole thing.
I'm surprised his table's not lifted up from the Ziggler boner he's got going on over there right now.
Coming from a guy that used to be a cheerleader, too.
Yeah.
Nikki. Next.
God. Next matchup, we have a triple threat match for the WWE Championship between champions CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Kane. A lot of interesting stuff going on with this matchup here over the past month or so, involving obviously AJ getting in there formerly with Daniel Bryan. Now she's in love with CM Punk and making out with Kane, and I am now absolutely infatuated with AJ just from her acting like this psycho fucking just.
Now stop it.
It's just outstanding. But
Don't have an AJ boner, bro.
yeah, I'm trying not to. But yeah, this
boners
one,
over here,
it's a
bro.
Bonerville. It's a Boner IWR show. But yeah, this should be some really interesting stuff. Obviously seeing this first off, I was hoping, No Way Out. They're talking about cages, cage matches and shit. I was hoping it was going to be Punk and Daniel Bryan in a cage, which would have been obviously outstanding. But throwing Kane in there, the first thing I thought about was outside of it not really being needed, and obviously just throwing Kane on there to be Kane, and or throwing him on here to be on the card, and kind of throwing this kind of shit together with AJ, 11 all this kind of shit, which looks like it'll all just turn around at the pay-per-view. But was originally thinking that obviously they just throw him in here for Daniel Bryan to pin Kane, so Daniel Bryan didn't have to pin Punk to win the title here. I still am up in the air with who I think is going to win this match. I'm gonna stay with Punk here. It's just a smart thing to do. It's just what they should do, honestly, in my opinion. I think it'd be great to give it to Daniel Bryan and let him do something, but just keep it on that rock. Keep it on that 2012 version of 96 Shawn Michaels right now, who just is saying, you're not going to be better than me and you're not going to outperform me because I'm the champion and I deserve to do that because I'm the champion. But I'm going to keep it with Punk here, but I definitely would not be surprised to see Daniel Bryan sneak a win out over Kane or something like that, but I'm going to go with Punk retaining the title.
See Daniel Bryan win this.
Night of new champs for Quaddy.
Yeah, but I see AJ somehow getting involved and screwing somebody. And then, and then Punk Bryan feud continues.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of disturbed right now because when my son J-Man over there mentioned something about AJ, me too, man. I think this is like shit. And all I can
He's
think,
been on AJ's bandwagon for a lot longer than I
I
have.
sense today should go. Well, what's funny is that scene from Hot Tub Time Machine where the father and son are getting ready to do a threesome with that kid. That's disturbing as fuck in my mind right now, and I'm kind of gonna feel like I gotta take a shower.
Shit, that's pretty good.
I'm in the middle of this
Quaddy's
too.
trying to avoid
You don't
it.
want to stand there too excited. Just go half chub. But anyway, this
You're not going to ruin this for me.
All right, I'm gonna go take a shower after this one.
Oh, fuck.
This match here, I think, before Randy got suspended and before Del Rio got all that, I really don't think Kane would have been in this match. I think he would have probably been feuding with Sheamus, but they threw him in this match too early after Del Rio got hurt and then moved to Ziggler. So I think they had to kind of shuffle their cards. But
Well, Del Rio was already confirmed to face Sheamus.
Right. Well, I meant Del Rio, but I mean, even with Randy being hurt, Randy would have probably jumped into that spot there too.
Oh yeah.
But and I think Kane would have did it if he already wasn't involved in this match which he jumped into it so odd too.
Yep.
With the beat down by.
Okay, hold on. Are you talking about jumping like fucking AJ or jumping into
Trying to get into the AJ fucking party.
I'm kind of confused right
No,
now.
I'm gonna break this one down for you. Kane is literally like a big jungle gym for Bryan and CM Punk in this match.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the big tree in the middle that they're gonna do their little dance around and put on a great
Kane's
match.
been known to work with the little guys pretty well. Too.
Yeah, and I mean, for a big guy, Kane's always put on a decent match. He's not a great Khali where he's going to sit there and walk around like Frankenstein or anything like that. But AJ is still with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan wins. AJ fix away, and this all leads up to SummerSlam, CM Punk and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's
for the
what I was
championship.
thinking. That's why it looks so. I don't know if it just keep it on Punk.
And I feel dirty. Is AJ 18?
I don't know. That's why the reason why I love. She looks great, obviously, but she just kind of looks like she's this 15-year-old. And I came up with the 16-year-old Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay, how about we get the boners over here
like
and get on to the next match?
But it's definitely looking like probably AJ's going to go back to Daniel Bryan. It looks pretty obvious there. But next matchup, we have the main event steel cage match between Big Show and John Cena. Obviously, having the stipulations yet again on a main event matchup here. If Big Show loses this match, John Laurinaitis, the general manager of Raw and SmackDown, will be fired. And if John Cena loses, John Cena will be fired. Oh no, we haven't had these stipulations 15,000 times in a John fucking Cena match. I don't know how many times I have to say this. It's not 1998. These stipulations will not work in 2012. You can't do the same shit you did. It just doesn't work anymore. Stop doing the stipulations. Nobody believes it. When you did it last year at Money in the Bank and John Cena was supposed to be fucking fired and he's there the next night getting his job back or whatever, it's like, just stop with the fucking stipulations. Don't add bias to anything or fucking intrigue at all, in my opinion. But this one's difficult. Just first off, obviously, you got to give the props to Big Show. Finally, just being the Big Show, and like he's been saying, which is the truth of how, over the previous, 10 years or so, he's just been treated like a joke and just been acting like an idiot except for a couple of years, here and there. He's just been acting like a joke. And finally, turning the tides here, having that obvious, heel turn that had it over the limit, and now going into this big matchup here with John Cena. Winner here is going to be really hard for me to pick here because of all the stipulations and all this horse shit. It looks like an obvious one for just the, John Cena prevailing kind of bullshit. But if they have Big Show lose this match and just yet again just tear down a juggernaut in the waiting of what they're going to possibly do here, it's going to be the same shit we always see. And we don't.
They just did it 3 months ago with Brock Lesnar. They brought him in. And it's like, hey,
that's
so I mean, yeah, it's no problem at all. They can do it again.
That's what I'm bringing up. You got to stop doing that. And what did we say when Brock Lesnar lost? We said it's ridiculous, and you don't need to be doing this shit. It's not needed. You don't need to be fucking constantly building these guys up to finally have some quality runs, which it looks like Big Show's on one of the best of his, career so far. And it's just, you can't constantly keep doing this. Big Show makes the most obvious sense to get the win, whatever they do from here on out, which I have no fucking clue. But I'm going to go with John Cena. Every time he's in these matches, and every time he fucking finds a way to win, send the fucking fans home happy, and there you go. It'll be the same old shit. Probably shenanigan-filled fucking all over this bitch with, probably Laurinaitis being involved. Who knows? Fucking McMahon threw himself in there getting knocked out on Raw. Who the fuck knows what's going on?
You pick John Cena?
I'm going to go with John Cena in this matchup.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. My opinion on John Cena. You've seen me yell. You've seen me... Okay. Just with this whole Big Show, everything... Okay, they have John Cena on the biggest pedestal ever. You have these guys get built up. Okay, Big Show's been looking good. Heel turn. And then John Cena's just going to come in, knock down Big Show and have him start over. Yep. It makes absolutely no sense. Literally, I wish they both would get fired. John Laurinaitis, Big Show, Cena, fucking everybody. Just get rid of them all and start using guys that know how to fucking wrestle. Yeah. I almost wore my You Can't Wrestle shirt tonight just to prove my point that he made. And because it's so boring, literally, whenever I see a John Cena match on anything, I skip it. DVD, live show, whatever. I get up and just fucking leave. Because you know what? He'll get his ass handed to him, he'll get the fucking shit knocked out of him, and then somehow 3 moves of doom, match is over, Cena wins. He can literally probably have no legs and just his arms and somehow win. It makes no sense. And then you have all these looking, John Cena! Yeah, John Cena! It makes no sense of how high you have to put this dude on a pedestal. And then you just keep... You literally had Brock Lesnar almost knock the living crap out of him. And who wins? Who won?
John Cena won.
Thank you. Okay, you have...
John Laurinaitis beat him.
John Laurinaitis. See, it's fucking bullshit. It's just bullshit. And I'm literally... That's kind of why I don't watch wrestling more, because of fucking Cena bullshit. Okay, you have this guy, and you have him face The Rock, and then, okay... He lost to The Rock. No, okay. But he's still the god. So, yeah. And then he's getting divorced, so who really cares? So go the fuck away, and hopefully the place just burns down before this match.
Wow. Welcome back, buddy.
I have no idea who's going to win this match. I'm going to say, actually, Big Show wins. John Cena can get. It's the only guy in WWE that can get fired and show up a week later. I mean, it's no big deal.
Not even a week, a day.
Yeah. But as we were talking a little bit ago, Big Show actually I kind of got a little bit of a run going here, and I really think I kind of likened it to when Batista went out just before he ended his WWE run there, and it was with John Cena. Some of the best work that Batista did his whole career. Yeah. I mean, I was sitting there like, this is just awesome, and then, he ends up quitting and leaving and not coming back. But I could see Big Show getting toward the end of his career, giving him this big run right now. I don't know. He maybe wins this match, gets a title match, and then retires. I mean, I don't know. Trust me, when you hit 40 years old, it's tough. And a big guy like that, I got to see, it's got to be straining on him. So, but Big Show wins this. John Cena gets fired, disappears for a couple days, shows back up. We'll find a way to get him back in. But I think John Laurinaitis is getting too much heat still for him to get fired. Even though he's horrible, nobody likes him, I think he gets so much heat, kind of Vicky Guerrero style, that he'll be around still.
Well, they're setting up Laurinaitis too. They're almost going to have to just kill him to make the big send-off for Laurinaitis.
You might have a Laurinaitis Vince McMahon match at SummerSlam.
Well, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't really think about that.
See, if you have, maybe Cena's just going to go away because of his divorce.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean, there's talk of that. I mean, going through a divorce. I mean, he's made a lot of money since his wife's got a prenup, but it don't matter. I mean, from what I understand, John Cena's not, he's not what he's made out to be sometimes.
He's a douche.
So now wrap up. It's a very interesting edition of the IWRshow. For my partners,
Brian would be Daddy J.
What's that?
Brian.
What the hell is going on here?
Thought he'd been here so long, I forgot his name.
Is the heat getting
It is the heat.
This will now wrap up our 2012 WWE No Way Out preview. Be sure to check out our instant review after the pay-per-view Sunday. For my partners Quad and my father, be Daddy J, I am your host, J-Man. Thank you for watching another edition of the It's Wrestling Report, your source for Rush Wrestling news, information, opinions, instantly.
This is a battleground!